So for those who have watched me for a long time, you know that I've gone through a lot of different ups and downs and situations. Especially if you listen to my music and you really listen to every lyric, you'll understand how depressed I can get, do get. I think recently I just uploaded a video like a few months back about depression and marijuana addiction and shit like that. So I know exactly, for the most part, what Kid Cudi is going through. Obviously, I don't know him. I don't know his personal situation. I don't know how deep it goes or whatnot. But I do understand very bad depression and suicidal thoughts, which is a big reason why I feel like I've maybe been so hard on Kid Cudi in the past. Just a little backstory: Kid Cudi is probably my favorite artist, if not top three favorite artists of all time. Only person that really gives him a run for his money, in my opinion, is Eminem. Man on the Moon 1, in my opinion, probably the greatest album of all time. Legitimately up there with Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, and Revolver and shit like that, honestly. I remember getting lost in that album, like really like in a good way though, being able to be okay with not knowing things and just asking questions. So the fact that Kid Cudi never really made an album that was better than that made me mad, I guess, as a fan. You always expect each album to be better and better and better. And when you have such a classic album like that, I can imagine how hard it would be to, one up that. In my opinion, he sort of started to fall off musically. It felt like he just wasn't caring, like he was just doing whatever. And there wasn't really that original Cudi soul that I fell in love with. Man on the Moon 2 was great. There was okay parts of Indica, but nothing was as good as Man on the Moon 1. So he released this last album, which was basically a straight ripoff of everything Kurt Cobain did, in my opinion. I was pissed. Like, I was really at the point where I was like, okay, Kid Cudi's whack. He's done. He's never going to be who he was. And I was the biggest one to talk shit. And now after seeing all this shit that's happened with him and this long-ass Facebook post he posted, in a way I feel bad because it makes me really, after reading that, it made me really think of him as a human rather than just a fucking musician, I guess. And it really brought it down to like a human level for me. And I fucking feel bad about it. My first reaction was, wow, what a fucking pussy. What a lame. You really, this and that. That was my first reaction. And then I really sat there and thought about it. I'm like, no, him being a pussy would actually be fucking killing himself. Or getting lost and never coming back or trying. The dude is trying his hardest. He has been trying. You can see it in his tweets. He's a real fucking person. I just give him all, nothing but positivity and hope and try to send his best vibes I can out to him and to wherever he is. Because that shit fucking sucks. I know what it's like to sit there and be so down on yourself and depressed that you really just want to fucking kill yourself. I know exactly how the fuck that shit feels. And it's not dope at all. And you can totally hear that that's who he was. From Man on the Moon 1 to his last album. He is who he says he is. And I think that it honestly takes a lot of courage and strength to do what he did. Even though my first reaction was to say he was a pussy. I just think that this is going to be a huge thing for somebody who is, like he said in his Facebook post, a leader to a lot of people. Being able to bring himself down to such a human level and be real like that. And especially at the time where he's releasing an album and he has this new track that just came out, Surfing with Pharrell, that's like crazy. I just listened to this song like 3 days ago and was totally fucking excited and hyped for his new album because I, like I said, was the first person to talk shit saying that he would never come back. And he comes out with Surfing. He comes out with Through the Late Night with Travis Scott. He's been releasing a lot of great music that really reminds me of back in the day. And I honestly, one, hope that this isn't some dumbass publicity stunt. And two, he didn't think like, oh, I'm just going to make this one dope ass album and then I'm out. And he continues to just come back like and be the artist that I know he can be. Because Kid Cudi is amazing. Pursuit of Happiness is my favorite song of all time. Right next to Lose Yourself. Kid Cudi is that dude. And I hope he can just fucking realize that and see it And, you know, the main reason I wanted to make a video about this when I really don't usually do videos like this is because I wanted to talk about it because it hits close to home with me. So, I don't know. How about you guys? Did you guys ever deal with any sort of depression or suicidal thoughts or anything like that? Because if so, let's talk about it. You know, it's definitely something worth talking about, worth commenting about. But yeah, so Kid Cudi, man, I wish you nothing but the best. I hope you can see the dude that we all see in the sense that you are fucking amazing, man. You are dope. And I don't really know you as a person, but musically, dude, number one. Yeah. Uh, Smoke something, drink something. I will see you guys next Wednesday. Check the Audible 484 channel tomorrow because I will be having something dope and new up there that I think Kid Cudi would fuck with. We should all tweet it to him. All right, guys. Peace out.